took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals. Again, everyone, Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of the series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Brady Singer is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
First pitch, 106.
The 1-0. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Dylan Thomas will be next. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
Batting second, the left fielder, Dylan.
Stepping up now, Dylan Thomas. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Thomas, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pena aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's ball 2 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now a throw over and the runner back. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Manny Benitez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Runner at first here, one man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike two. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 0-1 pitch.
0-1.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now to the plate, Isan Diaz. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
Looking at his career totals, Diaz is sitting on 150 home runs to this point in his career. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. One run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dioro, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
To the plate now, Chris Rogers, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. And 2-2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Here now the 2-2 down the first baseline. The 2-2 one more time. Runners are at first and second with one away. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Set and the pitch.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's set. The 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
A pause. And the 0-2.
2 strikes.
Two out, bases loaded. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Astros lead it 2-0. Jose Barrios will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding in, Mark Kobayashi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding his zone.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses. 2-1. Here it comes.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
So give me something to believe.
Striding in. Just in.
And I need something more to keep on breathing for.
As a look, now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now a move over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Ball and a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series.
Keep rising up, I'm champion. I can take a beating, I'll rise again. Running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again. Keep rising up, every time I'm knocked down. It's the struggle that reminds me. So heaven gonna feel me now.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail it here 2-0. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mickey Moniak.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now back, left fielder, Thomas.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dylan Thomas, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they hold a 2-0 lead. The second set to go, and up next the former World Series hero Salvador Perez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one, only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Outside with that slurve of his 1 ball, no strikes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's strike 2, swinging.
1 and 2.
Ball 2.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, this stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Fouled away. Fastball called for strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already. And there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
In now, Ronnie Mauricio. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Whoa, that's down.
2 out, nobody on. In there, 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. Well, he can't make the play as it finds the outfield ground.
What's so frustrating as a pitcher, making a forward pitch on the inside of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Roll. He fights it off the other night. Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fight. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It knocks it out.
In now, Andreas Pena. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Not much. Anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of the inning changes dramatically.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
A runner on first with 2 away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Thomas is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 2 full. Houston leads this one 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Manny Benitez. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Now here's the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And that's a fair ball, line to the right side.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Eugene Chacon will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. At the plate now, Michael Tolia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Outside, 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Isan Diaz will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. First and second here with nobody out. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Stepping in now, Chris Rogers. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Next to the outfield, the catcher, Corey Lee.
Digging in to try it again. Corey Lee looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-1 the count. Here it comes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away from the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Count even at 2-2. 3 runs already home here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Astros 5 and the Royals nothing. Eugene Chacon will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Now playing right field, number 20.
Coming to the plate now, Riley Green, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. Ready for another chance? Jason Dominguez 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. One and one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Riding into the box, Mark Kobayashi. He drew a walk his first time up. And now pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. KC down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Brian Abreu answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in the outfielder, Mickey Moniak.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Line drive to left. Green is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch on its way. Jeremy Pena is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Lifted in the air out to right. Pena is there. 2 down.
Next to the Astros, the left fielder, Dylan Thomas.
Settling in now, Dylan Thomas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Here it comes.
Nope, ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. He's stepping in the long ball threat. Elo in the minute. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jumping in and count 0-2 and then start one either outside the zone. Easier said than done. That's the way you do it.
Keep rising up, I'm champion. I can take a beating, I'll rise again.
In is Jorge Soler. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1 after the foul ball there. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Due up next is Salvador Perez. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Ball 4.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames
So a
went
runner at
higher.
first with one man gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez.
The ring of fire.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And get your groove on. It's into the party porch for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And it's now a 5-2 game.
Mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Jurickson Profar stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Still only 1 out in the inning. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Profar has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And this will be off the wall out near the 3:30 marker. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
At the plate, Ronnie Mauricio. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of written right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Andreas Pena as they look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he fouls this one off. working for the punch out and the offering.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here now the 2-2. Ground ball foul down the left side.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 5-2. Now at the plate, Eugene Chacon. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Pitch on the way. Line to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
So now to the plate, Michael Tolia, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This is pulled into right. Pena is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Ready once again, Isan Diaz. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
The second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros are retired, and it remains 5-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wachner.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Set down for the bottom of the 5th. Digging in is the outfielder, Riley Green. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he got him.
Cause you know that's why we're gonna dance.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jason Dominguez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Kobayashi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way is pitch number 75. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Moniak, and that retires the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, and the deficit remains 5-2. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Chris Rogers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And that misses. 2-1. Swing hard liner to left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box now, Corey Lee. Fouled away. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Grounded back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result of double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The 0-2 delivery. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Astros are down quietly. They're still out in front, 5-2.
Well, I beat the drum and hold the phone. The sun came out today. We're born again. There's new grass. Faces
Standing in, Ethan Jimenez. They'll get this started here in the second half of the 6th.
ship to come. Ship's not coming back. We're doing time.
first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chacon is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
I can take a beating now, rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever, I'll rise again, keep rising up.
Here's the Royals DH, Jorge Soler.
Now rise again, running through the jungle until the end. I can live forever.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Bregman is camped under this one. 2 gone.
Love is a burning thing.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Comes in 1
it
for
makes
2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Ring. Bound.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch.
0-1.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. KC down in order. Big trail 5-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mickey Moniak.
The center fielder, Mickey Moniak.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Nope.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. In the air out to right. Pena is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
So digging in now, Jeremy Pena. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Dylan Thomas, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. There's a fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Here's the 3-1. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Astros 5 and the Royals 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Jurickson Profar. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and he takes ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Profar ahead with a 3-1 count here. Misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the 1-7.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Digging in once again, Ronnie Mauricio. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Keep me running, leave it messy. Go ahead and leave it. Swim a bit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
And he struck him out. Big pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
The Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. He's going to motion for the bullpen. Is out of the all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Hunter Wood is to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. And now, Andreas Pena as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Here's the 1-1.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Runners on first with 1 down. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Payoff pitch home, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he passed. Ready now, Riley Green. He'll look to bounce back after striking out. Gas time up.
And he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he can't track it down. A base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away. The Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Jason Dominguez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he fouls this one off. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. 1 run scores. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with the 2 RBI double.
Digging in, Mark Kobayashi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Fastball pretty close that time, but ruled the ball 1-1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Moniak has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they'll have to hold it tight at third. So just take a 2-out hit now to try to plate that time run. Now batting, he's eliminated. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
It's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can touch up when it really counts.
The drinking never stops because the drinks absolve our sins.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. 1-0. Here it is.
2-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-0 to him now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3 balls, no strikes. Pitch popped up. Tolia in foul ground. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Astros 5 and the Royals 4. Isaiah Hurst been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 16, Isaiah.
Next up for the Stros, Eugene Chacon. He reached on a single in his first try.
The right fielder, Eugene Chacon.
Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Michael Tolia.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Diaz.
So striding forward now, Isan Diaz. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
In there, no balls and a strike. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hurst is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball. What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it 5-4. Justin Anderson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
38, Justin Anderson.
Bottom of the inning now. That'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him back.
The ring of fire.
And up steps Salvador Perez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here it comes. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Thomas is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digs in next. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Andres Munoz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now the Astros designated hitter, Chris Rogers. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And it's 1-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, Corey Lee. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Alex Bregman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So nothing happening this time around. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Astros 5 and the Royals 4. Roberto Ozuna comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Roberto Ozuna.
So coming to the plate, Ronnie Ruiz here. He's the one to start things off. This guy's in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. He's set. Here it comes. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Well, there's only a 1-run pitch competitive, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So stepping in, Andreas Pena. They'll be looking for something to drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. As a look, now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner at first with no outs here. There goes the runner. Strike called. Now the throw down. And this is fired right into center field. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
Runner at third here, nobody out. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
The runner in scoring position with none out. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. He's got a chance to tie things up here. The equalizer sits just 90 feet away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. A man at third with one away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. Has a look now to pitch, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 2-2, and he fouls this one off. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. Big moment in the ball game here. Jason Dominguez, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around it. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a line drive. That is caught. Oh, my. They'll strand the tying run at third, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
me baile. No te preocupes de los detalles. Yo haré que todas las notas te tallen.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Houston Astros have evened up this series at one game apiece. Jose Barrios is credited with the win. Brady Singer worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on